Hey there, Cosmic Warriors, and welcome to this live reading session with me, Hannah. So, I am a little bit early, and when I say little bit, quite a bit, about 30 minutes early, but I just thought to come on a bit earlier, and so then that also means that I can finish earlier. But basically, we're going to be doing some live readings this evening or today, just really depending on where you're tuning in from. It's been a while. It has been quite some time since we did a session of live readings together, but we do have someone who is currently booked in. So, Claudia, welcome back to you. Thank you for booking. I'm gonna enter in your information here, so give me a moment and then we will get into this. And of course, I do understand if you're not tuned in right now, Claudia, because it does say 6 o'clock instead of 5:30. But if that is the case, then you can always catch this recorded, right? Because it's going to be kept there for you. Okay, give me a moment so I can put in your info. So our oven just broke, so that's fun. That's fun. Oh, hi, Claudia. Yes, you're here. Amazing. Oh, that's so funny. Well, I'm glad that you can tune in now then. Amazing. And I'm doing good, but as I say, yes, our oven broke, so that kind of sucks. So we'll have to get that fixed. Oh, the joys. And actually, give me a second so I can change whatever this H thing is. It's kind of bugging me. I'm like, come on now. I mean, if we're gonna do a profile, at least put that. Yeah. That's okay like that. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Yeah. What time it is. Hello to uh Neil Izad. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And also, Claudia, I hope you're doing good yourself. I hope you are. Sorry, so I'm getting all distracted here. I am now going to put in your info. Let me just focus for a moment. Okay. That's correct. That's correct. And then here. Here. Boom, 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 boom. Go up a bit. Here. Okay, nice. So you want to know about the winter time coming into spring? We shall do that certainly. Just give me a moment so I can pull up all of your info, present your chart, and of course I do hide your information at the top. Excuse me. Let's have a look at, okay, let me actually read this. Let me have a look here at some timing techniques. I'll grab that. We will grab that as well. And then we will go down to here. Yeah, so the 21st of December. All right. The winter solstice is just around the corner. Can you believe it? I certainly can't. So, yep, I'll do that. Sorry, I'm not currently looking at the chat. In case anybody has joined and you're saying hello, I am currently retrieving this chart because what we're going to do is we are going to explore the end of the year coming into 2026. Okay, I'll go here. Oh, no problem. So just to let you know, if you would like to book a reading, you can do so below. The link is below to do that. Oh, it's this one here. There we are. Okay. Let me have a read of your question, please. Main themes before the spring starts, burnout recovery, mental health, etc. Alrighty. Well, thank you certainly, first of all, Claudia, for booking with myself. And just to let everybody know, if you're new to this, the way this works is you do book below. There is a link, and these are mini readings, of course, so they're going to be much shorter. And I do need your birth information for them. So I need your date of birth, place of birth, and your time of birth. And I do hide that information. So it's kept private. Um yeah, that's all I think is all to share about that. Let me think for a moment if there's anything else I want to add. No, well, if you do want to book a full reading with myself, more in depth, more time, etc., you can do so by going to hannahselsewhere.com. But first of all, yes, we're going to explore Claudia's chart. So give me a moment. I typically do not look at the chat whilst I'm reading the chart. So we're going to go from here. And then I will let you know if anybody else books and so on and so forth. Okay. Give me a moment so I can take this in, please, Claudia. Right, so there certainly is quite a bit going on, okay, from the winter solstice all the way through until the spring equinox. And there's only so much I can really touch on in such a short space of time. But I will highlight a few maybe key events and things for you to perhaps be mindful of over the next coming months. What I find interesting actually about your question within itself is how you speak of this burnout recovery and working on your mental health, right? Your mental wellness. And to me, this very much aligns with this Saturn Neptune influence finishing up in your 12th house there. So basically, today, Neptune turned direct and Saturn is now direct. And then by the time the winter solstice comes and everything, and throughout a period of the winter, those planets will be finishing up there in a direct motion. So, what this basically essentially means is this is a time for you to focus on integration, integrating the themes that have really come up for you, the lessons that have arrived for you to do with your mental health over the past, I would even say 14 years, and more so, uh, more constructively when it comes to the past 3 years or so with Saturn coming into this. Especially think about how for you, Claudia, I mean, your Saturn return is really coming to an end. I mean, yes, it was more so activated around, I would say, 2023 time, about that, coming into 2024 even. But now it's about you allowing for the past number of years to sink in, right? So this could be about journaling, being introspective, asking yourself what you have learned about your own sort of personal integrity, your relationship with the unknown, your relationship with trusting the process, thinking about what foundations you've put in place with relation to your mental health, your mental well-being, but then just as much what you're trying to ease up on and what you're trying to transcend or let go of. And that's quite telling, I suppose, because for you, these planetary bodies of Saturn and Neptune, well, they oppose Chiron in Virgo, more so Saturn right now and over the next coming weeks. But yeah, Saturn opposing Chiron does highlight something about not just, okay, the behind the scenes stuff, your alone time, your times of, okay, needing solitude, but it's also about what you can physically, practically do to support yourself. So, yeah, I think when we look at this in a nutshell, with these planets finishing up in your 12th, take that time, take the time that you need to maybe see which tweaks or changes you can make to your habits, your routines, and all of this naturally is to make your life that little bit easier for yourself, right? And then also consider how coming into 2026, the North Node will really start to join up with Saturn in your chart. And so I think that could be a type of other activation point, if you will, maybe where your implementation of these types of strategies and methods, they will be somewhat tested, possibly, almost like your faith will be tested again, or it's almost like I guess a check-in point, if you will. And then, hey, that's the other thing too with the trines to your eighth house stuff at the same time. It's very enlightening. It could feel like you have been undergoing such a deep transformative process over the past number of years. Yeah, I'm gonna say number of years because especially with Neptune hanging out there in your 12th and then making trines to Pluto and Jupiter, Mercury, and everything. Then let's think about coming into the new year. Give me a moment so I can look at this more so. Well, another thing I'm going to add to this would be whilst this more introspective period is still happening for you coming into 2026, do remember that what we are approaching as we exit 2025, right? We bring this year to a close. We are approaching so many planets entering Capricorn, right? I mean, we have Mars going there on the 15th, then it'll be Capricorn season on the 21st, then Venus follows on the 24th, and then Mercury goes into Capricorn on the 1st of January. So, kickstarting the new year. Where is this happening for you, Claudia? Well, it's all going to be happening in your 10th house, your 10th house of establishing yourself, being your own authority. What are maybe some long-term goals that you have in mind? Could this be about your own successes and your own integrity related to your successes? I think you could see notable shifts and changes actually occur when we think about your career life, your professional life. Maybe some recognition is up ahead, right? Being recognized for your efforts. And then to also think about how those planetary bodies in Capricorn will make trines to the moon in Virgo. So there's a level of humility. There's a level of humility involved here, but there's also, I think, to a high degree, credibility. Being qualified, being up for the job in a way, especially when we consider how there's still that sextile activation to Saturn at the same time. And then, okay, sure, when we think about this health wise, this could be a case of you maybe reaching some type of, it could be a healthier balance with relation to your health and well being, or it could be a thing where you finally feel like you're moving forward when it comes to a certain blockage or a challenge. There is this desire to want to make things happen and to change your circumstances so that you do feel more accomplished, essentially. So, yeah, that would be coming towards the end of 2025. And then do also remember that as we come into 2026, interestingly, so what will happen coming into 2026 is planets will start to pile into Aquarius, and then what will be up ahead there, coming into February during Aquarius season, is a solar eclipse in Aquarius. So this opening of sorts in the Aquarius Leo axis. That's all happening in your 11th house here with the Aquarius planets. So I think that that's really going to speak to greater maybe interest in community building and teamwork. Maybe when we consider how the 11th house speaks to organizations and institutions, that could be where you feel more of this call to action to to make things better, to improve systems, to innovate, to create change. And that's going to be very fascinating because what will also come into effect is there's Mars in Leo, right? Because that solar eclipse will oppose Mars in Leo in the 5th. It's time to get creative. It's time for you coming in 2026 to really know, okay, well, what is your delivery? How can you take the lead? But equally, how can you sort of manage or take the lead within this group situation where there is a kind of team building quality to it? There's a community feel to it where you can identify, okay, well, there is strength found in numbers here. Again, I think that's where the call to action is with Mars opposite that, where your confidence could very well soar. It could amplify in some regard. Consider even how Mars is your chart ruler, right? You've got an Aries rising. So there's this type of leadership thing that's really going to be activated for you. And that could even speak to new aims, new goals, a new mission, a new project of some kind. So that's what I'm getting from this. And then, hey, we add into this, we throw into the mix this Saturn Neptune conjunction. And I'm really going to finish off on this note because these are mini readings. And I do feel like I've touched on quite a bit so far. And there's only so much that I can touch on. But basically, there will be the conjunction of Saturn and Neptune throughout February. Yeah, so the 20th of February, we're approaching springtime, right? Because the sun will be in Pisces at that time, and then it will be Aries season next. So what I'm going to say about that particular conjunction, if we think about how Saturn and Neptune will move into your first house coming into 2026, is that could be where you feel more like, okay, I have taken the time to honestly go over, right, what do I need to reflect on, what's coming up for me health-wise, all of these structures that you've put in place, all of these new plans maybe that have come up for you, which, to be fair, this stuff isn't fully over either. It's still about this integration that's continuing to happen. But then it's slowly sort of maybe easing into this new way of showing up in the world where it's about leadership. It's about you. It's about you being that initiator, that trailblazer, that pioneer. But it's also more about your creativity and how you truly express yourself because Mars is that ruler. Mars is your chart ruler. It's in Leo. And Mars in Leo is here to express itself. And you may find that given how you have Mars square Pluto in your chart, right? Let me have a check here, just double check that. Yeah, Mars is making a square to Pluto in your chart. So you may find that square in a way where it can feel like there's a lot of tension or power struggles or resistance to maybe change in some way. You may find that whenever that conjunction happens and things really start to move forward throughout the year, that there is a greater push to want to break free, to transform, to go through a renewal. And then what's also thrown into the mix there is remember that Saturn and Neptune will trine the sun. So this is about your adventurous spirit. This could be about maybe some course or program or travel experience. This could be a belief system that comes falling down or burning away just older narratives or beliefs that just do not align with your future vision. But I do think in a nutshell, you could feel pretty excited coming in to the new year with that trine to the sun in Sagittarius. Thank you, Claudia. That was, of course, your mini reading. I hope it was somewhat okay for you. Let me have a look here. If I boom, remove. Okay. Oh, you say, let me have a look. You also love Aquarius people and energy. Nice. Nice. And that's good to hear because I'm very Aquarius dominant. I don't mean to make it about myself. But anyway, You are very welcome, and thank you for booking. That is when it got intense. Oh, okay. Well, you're seeing significant changes, I'm sure, which is definitely positive. Let's see. Go here. All right, I am gonna do my thing and hang back a little bit and see if anybody else books. It's totally fine if not. But I still keep this video up for others. So Claudia, you'll be able to come back to this video if you need to check your reading. I could go naturally, yes, I could go more into detail and things into people's charts, but I have to remember that these are mini readings. My Virgo-ness, especially with Jupiter and Virgo, I just want to get into the details. Yeah, I have to remind myself, don't get bogged down in details. It doesn't matter. You don't have to give everything all at once. Like, okay. But anyway. But yes, I hope in general others are having a good week so far. I mean, it's Wednesday? It's Mercury day. We have Mercury in Scorpio and it's opposite Uranus, I think by the same degree currently. Yeah. Yep. And remember, we did have the new moon in Scorpio a few weeks back. That was at 28 degrees. That included Mercury retrograde, which was opposite Uranus. I can't remember if Uranus was retrograde at the time. Perhaps. But whatever the case, now Mercury is direct. Is Uranus direct? Let me have a look. I can't remember if Uranus is direct or not. I think it is. No, it's not. It's still retrograde. My apologies. So anyway, still Mercury is direct now and Uranus is retrograde. So with the direct motion of Mercury, it could be that something that was a bit more hidden back then under that new moon in Scorpio, it could be quite revealing today. Like my oven breaking. Why? Just why? Yeah. It's been testing me for the past while, to be fair. Let me see. Your best friend is literally an Aquarius. And do you know what? You're Sagittarius. Your sun is in Sag. I love it. You wanted to book a solar return reading, but you missed it. Look for your other options too. Nice. Well, thank you. My services are all on my website, of course, if you want to ever have a look. Yeah, but as I was saying, it's Mercury day today. Mercury is finishing up in Scorpio, and then we'll go into Sagittarius. And I believe it's still technically finishing its post-shadow period. In Sagittarius. So it's certainly a time to still tie up some loose ends over the next few days. Okay, no, that's fine. Do you know, I think I might just get going because I need to figure out a solution to this oven situation, and I haven't eaten because of it. So I might get going, and then I could come back. Maybe. I'll see how I feel. Let's see, possibly at the weekend at some point. That might be better. Weekends are usually better. Hi, Miss Sunroads. Hello again. Oh, long time no see. Long time no see. I know, I know. How have you been? What have you been up to? Have you been doing all of the festive fun times? I'm sure there's so much to do from wherever you are, the part of the world that you're in. There's just a lot of wintry things to do. Or maybe you're just cold a lot and you're just like, I want to stay in. But then again, that's also nice because you can be by the fire. Yeah. The cozy fire. Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I suppose, even Christmas time, it's right around the corner. I'm not sure what those of you watching celebrate, if you celebrate Christmas. Oh, you're so busy. Oh my gosh. Is it work stuff slash social life stuff? And how am I? I am good. I am good. I have felt quite peaceful lately. Quite, yeah, good. I've been trying to learn how to improve my shuffle dancing the past while. But I am frustrated because our oven broke, which is kind of annoying. But hopefully we get that fixed because it needs to be fixed for Christmas, doesn't it? Hello to Fidant. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. You're saying hi from India. Well, hello from Belfast. Hello from Belfast. I'm not sure how many hours ahead India is from here. Is it 3? I do not know. Oh, it's 6 hours, I think. 6 hours ahead? 5.5? 5.5? It's late there. It is late there. Anyway, so you, Miss Sunroad, you're going to be the female version of the Onslow in your holiday. Yes, work, work, work. What's the Onslow? Hold on. What does that mean? I think I'm stupid. Hello to Lily Beans. Hi, welcome. Christmas is it's your birthday. Nice. Well, I don't know. Do you like your birthday being on Christmas? Because some people, I've met many Capricorns. Well, not many, but a few Capricorns, and some of them are like, seriously, my birthday, it's around Christmas. But then others, it's nice. Oh, oh, and is that how late it is in Canada right now? Is it? Oh, it's a TV show. Uh-huh, uh-huh. But you are gonna be getting off for your holidays and stuff. Are you actually going on a holiday, as in you're traveling somewhere, or are you referring to being on your holidays? No, oh no, not really. Do you know what though? Hopefully still Christmas and stuff, you can still, right, with your birthday being on Christmas, make the most of it. Maybe, I'm sure you do certain things. Maybe, I don't know, do you try to maybe have a day where it's like your day? Hello to Mozizo. Hello, you're tuning in from Egypt. Nice. I've been there. I've been there myself before. But yeah, really enjoyed it there. Oh, sorry, AM. Right. Yeah. Lily Beans. I was having an existential crisis there. I was like, Canada? Oh. Oh, no. Well, hey, That's nice in Canada though. It's I'm sure is it very, very cold there now? A lot of snow and stuff. And yes, so the way to book is you have to go to the link to book a live reading. Fidant. Yes, that's how it works. And Miss Sunroad, thank you very much. That is very kind of you. To be honest, I'm actually getting my hair done tomorrow because you can't notice, but my roots are awful. Like, they're so bad. But no, thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to getting my hair done tomorrow. It's been a while. Oh, do you know what? It's just nice to come on and chat too. It's been a minute. Yeah, in India it's 11:30. Oh my gosh, why are you awake? I'd be fast asleep right now if it was that time. Do you know, it's interesting though, Lily Beans, the way you have the sun in Capricorn and you also have a Capricorn rising. You get double Capricorn. Yeah, I guess it's it's quite dark, Miss Sun Road. I'm pretty sure from what I remember you're Virgo, so your Virgo-ness would probably spot it if it was sunlight. Like you would notice. Uh, okay, I am going to wrap this up because I do sort of need to get food and stuff, but I could come back on maybe at the weekend or maybe next weekend. I'll just kind of see. I'll see. Lily Baines, you say it's been a ride. Oof. Where is your natal Saturn? Where's that located? Or your chart ruler Saturn? Where's that? Yes, exactly. Oh, do you know what? Gonna be going live with Jasmina on Friday. So I'm not sure, Miss Sunroad, if you will be on or you'll be away, but yeah, we're going to be going live on Friday. We're going to be talking about the zodiac signs being on the naughty or nice list. So that's going to be a lot of fun. It's always a fun time chatting with Jasmina about astrology and just hanging out as friends. It's a good laugh. It's been a while actually when I think about the last time. It was the Halloween Scars. That was obviously around Halloween. So that was a good few weeks ago now at this point. But I'm looking forward to it. It's always a good time. Oh, and your Saturn is in Aquarius then, Lily Beans. Yeah, so that'd be second house territory, your security, resources, personal assets, things of that nature. Aha. It is. Saturn is home in Aquarius. It is indeed. Saturn is also in Aquarius in my chart, by the way. Just so you know. Just so you know. Okay, I'm definitely going to get going, but certainly tune in on Friday, folks. I'm going to be back on with Jasmina. It's going to be a great time, and perhaps I will come back on at the weekend to do some live readings. I feel like weekends are just better. People are more available. People have more time. I mean, people are probably working right now. So I get it. I completely get it. But thank you to Claudia for booking, of course. Thank you for being here, Claudia. You consistently show up and book, and I really do appreciate that. So thank you. But anyway, everyone, thanks very much. Bye. And I hope that you have a lovely day ahead or evening, wherever you're located. Mars is in the 10th house in Scorpio. So, oh, okay, nice. So home in Scorpio. Oh, in the 10th house too. Powerful. In positive direction. Good. Yes, we want positivity, positive vibes for Sagittarius season, right? Anyway, I'm going to get going, everybody. Thank you so much, and talk to you soon.